Good morning, everyone. Welcome, lovelies. My name is Heather Lynn with Heather Lynn Coaching. For those that don't know who I am a spiritual life coach. And more specifically, I work more specifically with integrating your shadow side. Yeah, so I'm an integrative shadow work um, practitioner as well. So, pretty much in a nutshell, what that is I help individuals release stored trauma. I give you simple daily hacks, advice, techniques, which which all allow you to make more room to receive that abundance that we all deserve so much. So usually what we do is we start off with our daily oracle, and then we'll set our intention for our practice. Once we discuss the oracle card basically just kind of lets me know what's going on in the collective. And there's a healing trick in this one, and I love this new deck. I just got it today from It is the Sacred Rebel Oracle. And again, one of my favorites, Elena Fairchild. I just love Elena. Her work is just amazing. Especially, let me be honest, with I have Chiron, which is the wounded healer in my career or finances, my community, not my community, but my home and family and spirituality. So yeah, spirituality, home, and career. So I have healing that I have been working on trying to basically navigate the emotional waters. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm starting to get warm already. I was cold initially. And let's be honest, once I start getting in the flow, I don't need it. So we're in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer is a water sign, and it's very emotional. Water signs basically tap into their, emotions and their intuitive side. So I know with the collective as a whole, what we're seeing, you know, in our outer world may not reflect how we feel on the inside. And I'm a firm believer that there's heaven on earth. We basically live life to the fullest. We're co-creators, and in this beautiful universe that and we're blessed to live on planet Earth. So let's see what the oracle says. Ooh, well, I have two of them, but we'll save the second one for later because this is the one that was on on top, which is number 10. And I don't know if y'all don't know about the numerology, but number 10 means completion. Oh, cycles. And the breathwork meditation and the Qi Gong will help you release any sort of trauma related to releasing allegiances. So let's see what this says. And this card is beautiful. Oh, and you can see, I don't know if you guys see, there are flies. Let's go and take a look at that beautiful card. It's number 10. I know intuitively that it's going to be about endings and new beginnings and honoring cycles. And let's see what it says. So it says, it's time to hold yourself and let go of another, even if just for a time. You've gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. Daily Vibes with Heather Lynn. Boom, truth bomb. What am I on a journey to do to raise my own vibes, my own, walk my own journey of spiritual enlightenment and teach others the tools and, techniques that I'm learning along my way, because I know that they were not readily available when I started my journey. No one was really talking about this on here. And, and what do I speak about? I speak, my truth is that if we learn to talk to our innate, our higher self, and we learn to listen to the signals and the signs that our body is telling us, and we release those emotions, and we continue to do it on a, practical basis, a continuous basis. Yes. And basically, the extent that we're willing to let go is the extent that we're willing to allow new to come in. That's some real truth right there. It says, you have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of the frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to the outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace of experience that will bring enhanced love and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. A new connection, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from your inner journey of self-discovery and self-creative expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. This is speaking directly to me too, guys. My to-do list is about 50 things a day. And, for a while I was moving and just not ready to release my attachment to the move. And, so I think this is talking to me, basically reminding me that it's time to honor the cycles that I've lived in the past. And this is for you guys too, because this year we're completing, I think it's a 35, a 10, a 15, and I think a 25-year cycle. Yeah, it was like last year. I don't know, but there were a bunch of cycles and phases of life that each one of us were completing in different ways in our life. So this was manifesting in different ways. It says, this is time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It does not mean that you cannot love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inward for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clear about your journey and relationships as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you have put in and have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that that other relationships are no longer relevant to your journey. You will know which is because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time with yourself in reconnection. If you've been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes in confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and supportive to you. This oracle also comes with a particular guidance. There is a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon. Oh, snap. Where you need to back yourself. Don't you put up your don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by an emotional reaction of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logical or on the time of surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it is not right for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had luckily escaped from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have been rated that option in the past, is important. It is likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Now, for the healing process, it says lie down somewhere and comfortable and relax. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat this slowly so that you guys can go ahead and lay on your backs. And let's go ahead and practice this healing technique. Okay? I want to do it with you. I want to get off my thing. So I'm going to lay on my back and I'm going to read it. I love my body and my body loves me. I trust my body and my body trusts me. I love wisdom and wisdom loves me. I trust wisdom and wisdom trusts me. Sense, visualize, and feel or intend that there be a beautiful emerald green light with golden, sparkly flecks of energy in it. It will rise up from the earth below and bathe your body until you are floating in an ocean of emerald green light with golden, sparkling flecks of energy within it. Let it fizz and wash around you and through you, right into the cells of your being. Finally, let it form a bubble of light around you, encasing you like an eggshell, from the top of your head all the way down to your feet, on either side of you, front and back. Let it be close enough that it feels protective and spacious enough that you can breathe easily. Take your time, and when you're ready, open your eyes and you have completed your healing process. Provided that you follow up and have some more time for yourself, of course. What a beautiful... It just goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about and trying to teach everyone. Just being mindful of what your body needs. And let's just go ahead and sit here for a minute. And let's just go ahead and rub our belly and just give ourselves some love. However you want to do it. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and roll over to your right side. And you're going to slowly make your way up with your head being the last thing that comes up. All right, guys. Wow, releasing allegiances. That was deep. So what I tell you, I knew number 10 was completion of cycles. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the energy for our practice with my singing bowl. All right, so for my intention today, for my practice, is let go of the past. And for me, I want to be brief and then we're going to get right to our practice. Truth bomb from Heather. For those that don't know who I am or where I come from, I grew up in a small town and then I moved to the big city. And well, I have a lot of things to release. I have wounding, and this is neither of my parents' fault, okay? And I'm just being vulnerable and exposing the things that I've had to overcome during my journey. But since my father has passed, and again, remember, I am working on Chiron, which means that I repressed a lot of emotional trauma as a kid. So, without that, with that being said, when my father passed away, I pretty much was when my awakening started. Yeah, that's exactly when it started. And during my journey, I realized that my father hurt me really bad growing up, not in a bad way. Well, yes, emotionally. Not knowing that he was doing it. And I didn't know that it was hurting me either. Okay? So there was a situation when I was 14 years old with my stepbrother, and I had come to my parents and expressed the situation that happened. And when things happen within a family, it's difficult for everyone. And long story short, the person wasn't allowed around, and for a while, then all of a sudden, when I would be at school, this individual would come back and, visit, his mom, etc., which I understand and I respect that. But eventually it got to the point where he was allowed around all the time, and basically the concerns I had and presented to my parents went unacknowledged after that. And I kind of felt like my pain and what I experienced through this moment in time, that my voice wasn't heard and that I genuinely lost a part of who I was, which is the biggest aspect of who I am, which is my voice. And I started repressing my voice and speaking up for myself, and I became a people pleaser out of the fear of not being safe. And so this has just been coming up in my own personal journey, and just holding space for everyone involved, for my stepmom, my stepbrother, myself, my dad, and just flipping the perspective of the situation and look at it as a blessing and not always take something that is negative in life and become victimized and use it in a way that's not productive in your journey. And so today I rollerbladed 5 miles. I just felt called to do it. I haven't been sitting with myself after the separation because, we've been jumping in and out, and that has been really hard on me. And I know now why, because today I was able to access the memories that I had shut down and the emotions that I felt for my 13-year-old self, and just how humiliated and ashamed and rejected and unloved and unworthy I felt because of this experience. And that experience basically led to a bunch of bad habits being triggered. I was a hard ass thinking that putting on a front that no one could touch me was my mask. And I wore that mask very well for a really long time until I didn't. And today in this practice and my authentic self, I am going to release and forgive and understand that hurt people, and that other people's life lessons are theirs for their journey, and I'm not to judge them, and that I am to hold space for all of us through releasing, forgiving, and being compassionate for everyone involved, which takes a lot for someone to be able to provide genuine forgiveness. And it's been a journey of mine just to ask myself, how do you forgive? And I think I've finally figured out, through the Qi Gong. And yesterday when I had a session, my veil of consciousness is very thin the next day, and I get downloads, and with me going through my wounded warrior phase and trying to heal the wounding of being rejected and an abandonment wound from a child has just humbled me. And the more I'm able to release and forgive, the more I'm able to receive. And this goes for him, for Allstate, my ex-husband, my ex-boyfriend Scott, which, I've never really talked about him, Josh, and just forgiveness for myself. And not feeling guilty because I should have listened, because you don't know until you know. And I think that's my saying, guys. You don't know until you don't know. Until you know. And I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because tears help you heal. They're cleansing. And I've never been able to be open about the conversation and about some of my experiences, and why I'm so passionate about helping others release the trauma, regardless of how hard or how bad or how unfair it may feel. Healing that brings so much peace and serenity to your life. And the work that you've had to put in every day makes it worth it. And that's why I do this practice, guys. Because I came to a point in my life where I was stuck. I burned down my multi-million-dollar business because I was having worthiness issues, and I kept attracting the same not enough into my life in different forms. And people taking advantage of me. Because I hadn't healed the wound with my stepbrother. So, today, we're going to be releasing anything that you feel you need to release. All right, I'm starting to get all emotional on you guys, but this is why I do what I do. Because when my dad passed away, I come to realize that his anger and his rage is what causes cancer. Period. And depending on where it starts and manifests, basically is where a blockage is at. And I'm learning more about it. And one day I'm going to have my PhD so that I do know and I don't have to go back and search facts and everything else, because I'm going to be certified and qualified and saying, this is, and I am certified in different modalities and stuff, that relate to that. But I want to get my PhD in integrative holistic medicine, where I can further my studies, because I'm fascinated with how the brain and the heart interact, and that once you're in your heart conscious space, that miraculous healing and miraculous miracles occur, and spontaneous healing as soon as you tap it. So, all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our breath work today. We're going to go ahead and do the breath of life. The breath of life is basically you breathe in through your nose and then you purse. You purse like it out. Okay, so we're going to do this for 5 times. And I'm all snotty right now, so I'm just going with the flow so that I can open up my nasal waves. And basically the breath works helps with that. So if you see some snot rackets coming during practice, I apologize in advance. Not really, because it just happened. So here we go. All right, guys. I love breath work because I got my feels for a minute. See, Cancer? This is what you do. You get me in my feelings and in my emotions, and then I just start the fireworks and start flowing. All right. So, second breath we're going to do is we're going to do the breath of fire. All right. And with the breath of fire, we are going to go ahead and put our left hand up. You are going to basically put your hand right here around the diaphragm. The diaphragm's right here. Because basically, you're going to feel it pop in and out right here. Okay? So you're going to be breathing in and out forcefully, though. So you're going to breathe in not so much, but then the breathing out, you're going to force it out. So like this. Okay? And we're going to do this for approximately 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay. And really, I tried really hard not to blow anything out. All right, so the next one we're going to do, and this one just reduces stress, anxiety, is we're going to do a 4x4 by 4 block breathing. And if you have any issues that might limit you or cause a trigger, please, 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 you have sovereignty over your body. Listen to it, please. So post-traumatic stress, anxiety, anything of that nature that might cause a trigger from you holding your breath. Please just do a 5x5 breath during this practice. So let's go ahead and go. Hold. Breathe out. We're going to sigh it out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get to our Qi Gong practice, and then we're going to wrap up for today. So, Qi Gong, what is it? Qi Gong is an ancient Japanese practice. Qi means energy, Gong means practice. So it's a daily energy practice, and it's designed to release 12 energy points within your body. Basically, it's clearing your 7 chakras, your 2 upper chakras, and basically 3 additional outer chakras. Which, what do chakras do? When you are in alignment and your body is basically at its full potential, you are magnetic, and you get that as, you know, the people that you walk by, you're just like, you feel it. That is someone that is in their authentic self. And once you're in that state, no one can tell you what to think. And you just are magnetized, you're attractive. And that's, you know, when you start tapping into your, you know, natural abundance and wealth and success, and you're able to tap into your higher self and co-create with the universe. Yes. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start by clapping our hands 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this next part, there is a modification. And with the modification, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your arm up, and you're going to cup your hands like this, and you're going to basically jam. I'm going to put my arm up so you can see. You're basically getting this right here in your armpit. So you're releasing this energy in that area. So you're just going to hit up in your underarm like that, okay? If you do not need a modification, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your arm up like this, and you're going to smack under it, okay? You're going to put your hand like that, and just go, whoop. Do not bruise yourself, okay? I have bruised myself smacking, you know, not knowing I was smacking myself that hard. And of course, I bruised my arms. So let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, now we're going to move to our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, now let me unfold myself here. I've been sitting here for a while, and my hips have been in that hip opener, so bear with me. Let me bring my hips back into mobility. Let's go. We're going to stomp our feet 9 times. And I'm not going to do it too hard because you guys will see this all over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 9 on each side. Now, we're going to go ahead and repeat that process. And then give me 1 second. I'm just going to stretch my legs. Woo! Sitting in half lotus position was, or not half lotus, but in seated position on my hips. You guys gotta understand, I did 5 miles and I did an hour of hot, spicy yoga today. So I'm kind of, or last night. So today, I'm like last night. It feels like it was today. So I'm feeling it. So let's go ahead and get started again. So let's go ahead and clear the energy in our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Moving over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Modification on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, guys. That is our 2-minute Qi Gong. So, again, once we got down to practice, it took us less than 5 minutes. We need to remind ourselves that we are worth 5 minutes, even more than that. And the more time that we give ourselves to process and to get out of the constant masculine mode that our society is in, which is action. Go, 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 go. And, tap into your heart space. The heart space is where the magic, happens. And like I said, guys, my journey was to lead me here with you guys. Every experience that I've experienced on my journey, I signed up for. I signed up for it. I signed up to heal these wounds. And, we kind of forget that along the way. So, and really my QHHT, my past life regressions, have been the biggest blessing, and probably one of the biggest healing experiences I've had during my journey thus far. When my veil is open, I'm able to access the hidden knowledge that my conscious is trying to hold on to. But my subconscious is like, it's time to release. It's time to release. So I've learned that I process through dreams, and we all do. This is you as well. And they say that if you have a dream about something and you experience it and it feels like it's real, that is you actually processing trauma to that particular event. Yes. And, some of the things that I experienced, behaviors, jealousy, being needy, clingy, staying too long, giving my power away. When things aren't right, get the hell out. All the things that I was, that I was like, oh, this is, everyone knows that. Guys, it's not an easy task. If there's change that needs to be made in your life, sometimes, we're not willing to take it, the opportunity, until something comes up and we're forced to take the opportunity. So, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I thank you for your time. And, this journey, I'm so excited. Just the people, the things, the experiences, all the new adventures that I'm looking forward to. I'm just blessed to be here. And, thank you guys. Thank you for the opportunity and for allowing me to be your student and teaching me today. Namaste. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.